Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best ultra-wide curved gaming monitor.
Starting at number 5.
Dell Curved Gaming. While budget ultra-wide monitors tend to cost more than budget monitors with smaller screens, there are some ultra-wide gaming monitors that you can find for less than others. The Dell AW3423DW is a great gaming monitor with a 144 Hz refresh rate and a 34-inch screen like the Gigabyte M34WQ, but you do lose out a bit on performance. For example, it has more smearing with fast-moving objects, but its overall response time is still good, and it has a backlight strobing feature to try to reduce persistence blur. It also has worse viewing angles than the Gigabyte, but with an 1800R curve, the edges are brought closer to you, so they don't look too washed out. It has FreeSync VRR support and is also GSWC compatible, but there are some flicker issues at low refresh rates with GSWC enabled. One advantage of the Dell over the Gigabyte is that it delivers better picture quality, particularly for HDR gaming. It has a higher native contrast ratio that makes blacks look deeper in dark rooms. And it also has good HDR brightness so that highlights pop against the rest of the image.
Coming at number 4.
Gigabyte M34WQ 34-inch. If the LG 34GP83AB is just a bit out of your price range, the Gigabyte M34WQ is a good choice in the lower mid-range price category. While it has similar features to the LG, you can't overclock its 144 Hz native refresh rate up to 160 Hz, and motion looks worse on it. This is because it has a slower response time, leading to more smearing, especially when gaming at low refresh rates. Despite that, it still has a fast response time at high refresh rates and delivers a great gaming experience. It's a good choice for co-op gaming as it offers swivel adjustment, which the LG doesn't have, and it still has wide viewing angles, so the image looks consistent from the sides. Its flat screen is also beneficial if you don't like curved screens like the LG. It has FreeSync VRR support to reduce screen tearing, and even though it isn't certified by NVIDIA, GSWC compatibility works with NVIDIA graphics cards. It also has a few extra gaming perks, like virtual crosshairs and an eagle eye feature that zooms into part of the screen while gaming, making it easier to see opponents.
At number 3.
LG UltraGear QHD. If you don't need the best performance possible, a mid-range option like the LG 34GP83AB is a good alternative. It's much smaller than the Samsung Odyssey OLED G9/G95SCS49CG95, at 34 inches and with a 21:9 aspect ratio, so it shares the same size as the Dell Alienware AW3423DW, and it has a similar 1900R curve. It's different from both the Samsung and the Dell because it has an LED backlit LCD panel, meaning the picture quality is worse as it can't display perfect blacks, but that's the trade-off you need to make for getting a cheaper display. This monitor has a native 144 Hz refresh rate that you can overclock to 160 Hz, and its fantastic motion handling makes it excellent for gaming. There's minimal motion blur, even at lower refresh rates. It also has FreeSync VRR support to reduce screen tearing and is GSWC compatible. However, if you have an NVIDIA graphics card and want something with native GSWC support, the LG 34GP950GB is another great option, but it costs more.
Number 2 of my list.
Samsung 49-inch Odyssey. If you want an even bigger screen than the Dell Alienware AW3423DW, consider a super ultra-wide monitor like the Samsung Odyssey OLED G9/G95SCS49CG95. It has a 32:9 aspect ratio, which offers even more screen space than the Dell. It offers similar performance because it also uses a QD-OLED panel, so it combines fantastic picture quality with incredible gaming performance. One advantage is that it has a higher 240 Hz refresh rate, which is ideal if you're a competitive gamer, but you'll need a high-end graphics card to maintain high frame rates with the monitor's 5120 by 1440 resolution. Thanks to its near-instantaneous response time, motion looks incredibly smooth at any refresh rate. It also supports FreeSync VRR and is GSWC compatible to reduce screen tearing with any type of graphics card. One downside is that OLEDs like this are prone to burn in with constant exposure to the same static elements over time, but that isn't a big concern for gaming. If you want something that has mini LED backlighting instead and doesn't risk permanent burn-in, you can also consider the Samsung Odyssey Neo G9. It gets brighter but doesn't offer the same outstanding picture quality or remarkable motion handling.
And number 1.
Alienware AW3423DW Curved. The best ultra-wide gaming monitor we've tested is the Dell Alienware AW3423DW. It's an excellent gaming monitor with high-end performance and fantastic picture quality. It has a 34-inch screen with an 1800 arc curve that helps bring the edges more within your field of vision, especially if you sit close to the monitor. The main advantage of this monitor is that it has a near-instantaneous response time for incredible motion handling, so there isn't any visible blur behind fast-moving objects. It also has a 175 Hz refresh rate with native GSWC variable refresh rate (VRR) support, which is useful if you have an NVIDIA graphics card. This monitor uses a QD-OLED panel, providing excellent performance with a near-infinite contrast ratio in dark rooms and vivid colors. There are other options that use the same panel, like the Dell Alienware AW3423DWF, MSI MEG 342C QD-OLED, or the Samsung Odyssey OLED G8/G85SBS34BG85, but those monitors have GSWC compatibility instead. This means they're worth getting to save money if you have an AMD graphics card, but the AW3423DW remains the best option if you have an NVIDIA graphics card.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.